these shoes. He had to make them custom made because he needs the grip to get up. They were very, I don't know, soft.
Very
on the ground.
smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. So we're gonna put on the shoes now.
Have you ever stopped to ask, where does human endurance truly reach its limit? Some individuals begin life with challenges they never chose, facing obstacles that would make most people hesitate. Yet instead of stepping back, they move forward with determination, transforming limitations into motivation. Their stories remind us that strength is not just physical, it's a mindset built through persistence, learning, and the courage to keep going when things get difficult. What may seem like a barrier can become a powerful starting point for growth. More than anything, these journeys invite us to look beyond appearances and understand the value of empathy and respect. Every experience carries a lesson, and every person has a story worth hearing. When we choose curiosity over judgment, we begin to see resilience in a new light, not as something rare, but as something we can all develop. If you believe in the power of the human spirit, share your thoughts below and stay connected for more meaningful stories that inform, inspire, and open new perspectives. Leslie Lemke entered life facing significant sensory and developmental challenges, making early communication with the world around him difficult. For years, his abilities remained hidden, as if waiting for the right moment to emerge. That moment came through music. After hearing a piece just once, he demonstrated an extraordinary ability to reproduce complex melodies on the piano, revealing a rare gift that transformed both his life and the way others understood his potential. What makes Leslie's story so powerful is not only his talent, but the way music became his voice. Through the piano, he expresses emotion, connection, and imagination in ways words cannot capture. His journey reminds us that ability can appear in unexpected forms, and that every individual holds a unique way of experiencing and sharing the world. Even in the face of limitations, creativity and passion can open doors to beauty, understanding, and inspiration. Rowan Ali gained attention for his unusual physical strength at a very young age, earning recognition as the strongest boy in Iraq. While many children spend their time in play, his path has centered on discipline, structured training, and a strong sense of personal ambition. His journey has sparked discussion about balance and childhood development, yet it also highlights how focus and determination can shape an individual's identity from an early stage. Beyond the attention, Rowan's story reflects a broader message about passion and self-direction. It shows that motivation can emerge at any age, but also reminds us of the importance of guidance, well-being, and healthy growth. True strength is not only physical, it lies in balance, awareness, and the ability to grow in a way that supports both body and mind. His journey encourages us to think more deeply about what it means to pursue excellence while still preserving the joy and care every young person deserves. Amy Brooks was born with physical differences that set her apart from conventional expectations, yet she has never allowed them to define her limits. Guided by determination and creativity, she learned to use every part of herself in practical and innovative ways, from sewing to producing content, building a life shaped by independence and purpose. Her approach reflects a mindset of action first, proving that understanding and confidence often grow through experience. What makes Amy's journey especially meaningful is her quiet sense of self-assurance. She does not seek validation or sympathy, but instead focuses on living authentically and making the most of what she has. Through her example, she reminds us that fulfillment is not measured by what we possess, but by how we choose to use our abilities. Her story encourages a shift in perspective from limitation to possibility, from comparison to self-acceptance, showing that happiness is something we actively create from within. Koudia Diop once faced criticism because of her strikingly dark skin, but she chose a different path, one of confidence and self-acceptance. Instead of trying to fit into narrow expectations, she embraced her natural appearance and brought it proudly into the spotlight. Through modeling and public presence, she has helped challenge outdated ideas of beauty, showing that diversity in skin tone is something to celebrate, not diminish. More than a model, Koudia represents a message of pride and self-definition. Her journey encourages others to value themselves without comparison and to stand confidently in who they are. By choosing authenticity over conformity, she has helped shift perspectives and inspire a more inclusive understanding of beauty. Her story reminds us that true influence comes not from changing who we are, but from fully embracing it and allowing that confidence to speak for itself. Jo So, based in New York City, lives with a rare condition that gradually limits physical movement by affecting muscles and connective tissues. Over time, this has made everyday actions increasingly challenging, requiring patience, adaptation, and resilience. Yet, despite these physical constraints, his story is not defined by stillness, but by the strength of his perspective and his ability to continue expressing himself in meaningful ways. What sets Jo apart is the freedom of his creativity. Through art, he transforms limitation into expression, proving that imagination is not bound by the body. In the midst of a fast-moving world, his journey offers a powerful contrast, a reminder that inner passion and purpose can remain dynamic even when life slows down. His story encourages us to look beyond physical barriers and recognize the limitless potential of the human mind and spirit. Despite the physical limits imposed by his condition, Jo So continues to reach the world through film and visual storytelling, transforming his life into a meaningful artistic journey. Each image and project he creates becomes a bridge connecting his inner world with others, and showing that expression does not depend on physical freedom. Through patience and creativity, he reshapes what it means to participate, proving that art can exist and thrive in any circumstance. His story stands as a powerful reminder that creativity is one of the most enduring human strengths. While the body may face limitations, the mind and spirit remain capable of growth, imagination, and connection. By sharing his perspective, Jo inspires others to see beyond obstacles and recognize that purpose can still shine brightly, even in the most challenging conditions. Melanie Gaydos was born with a rare genetic condition that affects the development of hair, teeth, and skin features. From a young age, she faced misunderstanding and social distance, yet she refused to let those experiences define her path. Instead, she chose to see her appearance not as a limitation, but as a unique form of identity, something that could be expressed, explored, and even celebrated through art and fashion. By stepping into the modeling world, Melanie challenged long-standing ideas of what beauty should look like. Her presence on runways and in editorial work has helped expand the definition of beauty to include diversity, authenticity, and individuality. More than a model, she represents a shift in perspective, proving that difference is not a flaw, but a powerful form of expression. Through confidence and creativity, she continues to inspire others to embrace who they are and to see uniqueness as a strength rather than a barrier. What makes Melanie Gaydos truly compelling is her decision to present herself authentically, without relying on conventional ways of altering her appearance. By choosing honesty over conformity, she turns every photo shoot into a statement about identity and self-respect. Her presence challenges the idea that beauty must follow fixed rules, showing instead that confidence and individuality can create a far more powerful impact than perfection. Through her distinctive and artistic imagery, Melanie delivers a message that resonates far beyond fashion. She encourages people to move away from the pressure of fitting in and to recognize the value of being genuine. Her journey suggests that when we stop chasing approval and begin to accept ourselves fully, we unlock a deeper form of confidence. In that space, what once seemed different becomes something meaningful, a unique expression of who we are. Biba Vayo was once a young athlete with a passion for fencing, when a severe illness at the age of 11 changed the course of her life. The experience brought immense physical challenges, forcing her to relearn how to move, train, and pursue her dreams in an entirely new way. Yet instead of stepping away from the sport she loved, she chose to adapt, using prosthetic support and relentless determination to return to fencing with renewed purpose. What followed was not just a comeback, but a redefinition of resilience. Bibi went on to achieve success at the highest levels of Paralympic sport, proving that setbacks do not have to end a dream, they can reshape it into something even stronger. Her journey highlights a powerful message. True strength is not measured by what is lost, but by the courage to keep going, to rebuild, and to believe in what is still possible. Competing at the highest level, Bibi Vayo has earned global admiration for her precision, speed, and unshakable determination. Fencing with specialized equipment adapted to her needs, she demonstrates extraordinary focus and skill in every match. Her presence on the piste is not just about competition, it is a powerful example of how dedication and training can overcome even the most difficult circumstances. Beyond her achievements, Bibi represents a deeper message about resilience and purpose. With her confidence and positivity, she shows that passion can drive people far beyond what once seemed possible. Her journey reminds us that while life may change our path, it does not have to end our dreams. With belief, discipline, and courage, we can continue to grow, adapt, and reach meaningful goals in our own way. Shaylee lives with a rare condition that affects the development of the skull and facial structure, bringing both physical challenges and moments of social misunderstanding. Despite facing unkind words from others, she continues to carry herself with warmth and quiet confidence. Rather than letting those experiences shape her negatively, she holds on to her dreams of becoming a model or an actress, showing a determination that goes far beyond her years. What makes Shaylee's story truly inspiring is her ability to respond with positivity and imagination. She chooses to see her differences not as obstacles, but as part of what makes her unique. Through her confidence and ambition, she reminds us that a child's dreams should never be limited by appearance. Her journey encourages empathy, kindness, and a broader view of beauty, one that celebrates individuality and the courage to believe in a bright future. Sammy Basso became a global symbol of resilience while living with progeria, a rare genetic condition that accelerates the body's aging process. Despite the physical challenges that came with it, he approached life with curiosity, intelligence, and a deep sense of purpose. Rather than focusing on limitations, he chose to study, explore, and engage with the world, showing that determination can shine even under the most difficult circumstances. What made Sammy truly remarkable was his perspective on life. He did not measure his journey by time, but by choosing to live fully, learn continuously, and inspire others along the way. Through his advocacy and personal example, he reminded the world that value is not defined by how long we live, but by how we use the time we have. His story encourages us to appreciate each moment, pursue our passions, and approach life with courage and purpose. Refusing to simply accept his condition, Sammy Basso chose to turn his life into a journey of learning and discovery. With a deep interest in science, he pursued studies in molecular biology, aiming to better understand the very condition he lived with. His dedication was not only a personal mission, but also a meaningful contribution to the wider community, helping raise awareness and inspire further research. Through knowledge and perseverance, he transformed curiosity into purpose. What Sammy leaves behind is more than achievement, it is a powerful perspective on life. While time may affect the body, it cannot limit the growth of the mind or the strength of the human spirit. His story reminds us that passion, intellect, and determination can transcend physical boundaries. By choosing to learn, contribute, and inspire, he showed that a meaningful life is not measured by circumstances, but by the impact we create and the hope we pass on to others. Kaleem was born with a rare condition that caused his hands to grow unusually large, making everyday tasks difficult and physically demanding. Beyond the physical challenges, he also faced misunderstanding from those around him, which limited his opportunities and made his early years more isolating than they should have been. Simple things like attending school or playing with others became obstacles, shaped not only by his condition, but by outdated perceptions. Yet Kaleem's story is not only about hardship, it also highlights the importance of awareness, education, and compassion. His experience reminds us how crucial it is to create inclusive environments where every child has the chance to learn, grow, and feel accepted. By looking beyond differences and replacing fear with understanding, communities can help transform lives. His journey encourages us to choose empathy over judgment and to recognize that every individual deserves dignity, opportunity, and support. Behind his unusual appearance, Kaleem carried a determination that never faded. After undergoing complex medical procedures to reduce the size of his hands, he began a long and demanding process of recovery. Step by step, he had to relearn how to hold objects, perform daily tasks, and regain independence. Each small improvement required patience and strength, showing how resilience is often built through consistent effort rather than sudden change. What makes Kaleem's journey truly meaningful is the purpose behind his perseverance. His goal was not extraordinary fame, but something deeply human, the chance to live, learn, and belong like other children. His story reminds us that real courage is often found in quiet battles, in the willingness to keep going despite difficulty. By overcoming his challenges, he shows that even the simplest freedoms can become powerful victories, and that determination can open the door to a more hopeful and inclusive future. Today's journey through these remarkable lives comes to a close, but the lessons they leave behind continue to resonate. Each story reminds us that while the body may face limits, the strength of the human spirit can endure and grow beyond expectation. These individuals do not ask for sympathy, they offer perspective. Through their resilience, we are invited to reflect on our own lives, to appreciate what we have, and to recognize the quiet strength that exists within all of us. Now it's your turn to reflect. Which story stayed with you the most, and why? Share your thoughts and let's create a space where inspiration can be passed on and multiplied. If this journey brought you new insight or motivation, stay connected for more meaningful stories that celebrate courage, empathy, and the power of the human will. Thank you for being here. See you in the next story.